What is the best exotic auto rifle in Destiny? Oh, you don't know? Well, I decided it's time to get an inarguable list of the best and see where these exotics rank. Just remember, like every single opinionated list on the internet, this list does contain my opinion. And if yours differs from mine, feel free to fight your case in the comments for why Cerberus is actually a top 3 exotic. And speaking of Cerberus, let's hop right into number 9. Number 9, Cerberus +1. Can I please get a raise of hands on who's used Cerberus in the last year? Yeah, no one. Just like I thought. And just for honesty's sake, I did have to raise my hand, but it's only because of this video, I promise. What is even the point of using it? The range is awful, the damage is okay, and the catalyst has to be the worst catalyst in all of Destiny. It makes you tighter. No, sorry. It makes your spread tighter. Okay. It makes your bullets have a tighter spread. But in all seriousness, this gun is fun as long as you aren't playing any content that's harder than a public event. And then what makes me the most sad, it has one of the coolest names out of all the auto rifles. It's literally named after a 3-headed dog that guards the gates of hell. So look, here's my buff suggestion. Flamethrower. This thing needs to shoot flames out of the +1 nozzle starting tomorrow. I'm tired of this gun being so weak, let's get this fucking thing buffed. These next two were so extremely close, it was hard to rank them. So I went in order of what the group consensus was from the polls I posted on YouTube and on Discord. But I do truly think both of these auto rifles could use some kind of buff. Let's go ahead and take a look at number 8. Number 8, Suros Regime. I know some people are going to be absolutely fuming at its ranking here, and those people are probably PvP enjoyers. But here's my hot take. I want my gun to kill quicker, sooner. The Suros has increased damage at the bottom half of the magazine, and it also has the spinning up perk, causing it to shoot faster over time. Fuck that. Give me my damage now. I don't want to range check and have to shoot half my mag first. That just doesn't do it for me. And plus, we're going to have another gun a little bit further down the list that's going to have a perk like spinning up, but so much better. And in 100% honesty, it is pretty good in PvP. But I just feel like it's not standout enough in PvP considering how horrible it is in PvE. Let's take a look at number 7. Number 7, Hard Light. The Hard Light has to be one of the perfectly average weapons in Destiny. It does not stand out in any one category, but is consistent among every single one. I don't think many higher end players are using this often. The only time I could see someone 1820 or higher using it is if they're playing in the legendary Lost sector and there's 2 types of shields and they want to use primary for both, just something like that. But it really does make a great early game exotic. You get 3 light subclasses at your disposal. The bullets overpenetrate and ricochet, then on top of that all, it has reduced damage fall off. I wouldn't say this gun is bad, but I would only recommend it to people who are new to Destiny. Number 6, Sweet Business. Yeah, let me just show you. What more do you need to see? It's number 6 on the list, but number 1 in our hearts. Are you with your mama? Number 5, Necrochasm. Look, I don't have this gun, so I had to get footage from the GOAT Evstar. His channel link's in the description, and he's way too good at low man raids. So it really is hard for me to truly review this weapon. But while doing some research on Reddit and YouTube, it seems like the community consensus is that it needs a buff because of how hard it can be to trigger a cursed throw explosion because you need a precision kill. And personally, I think this gun should trigger an explosion after every kill because weapons like Trinity Ghoul and Graviton Lance can trigger their massive ad clear with any type of kill, making them both a much better option for ad clear. But where this gun seems to thrive is in PvP. With the throw explosion, you can punish people for grouping up, and then the reloading after precision kill or getting a throw explosion kill boosts your firing rate, giving you a time to kill of 0.6 seconds, making it a great choice. And look, I'm so sorry I don't have this gun. I promise I have the rest though. Number 4, Tommy's Matchbook. Tommy's Matchbook is genuinely a good auto. It melts targets, can trigger Scorch, and ignite enemies. On top of all that, this season, with all the solar mods, this exotic destroys everything. At first, I really hated the fact that it burns you, because who wants to take constant damage just because you're dealing it? But then I realized I'm a grown-ass adult, and I solved my own problem by pairing it with Precious Scars, and holy cow. You get 100% extra overcharge damage, and now you get healed with every single kill. And I would also say the catalyst is extremely important for this gun to be good, because not only does it cause that Scorch we so desperately need, it also allows our health regen faster. The Matchbook is a top tier choice in PvE, but in PvP, you kinda want full health to start most engagements, so for the love of God, do not use this, and trust me, I tried. Number 3, Centrifuge. I really like the Centrifuge. The playstyle on top of an arc subclass will have you running all over the map, gunning down everything. And then once you get enough charge up, you'll create a blinding explosion every single kill. The whole point of this gun is to run and not reload, which is my because who wants to reload? It really is a dominant force in PvE because of how easy the ad clear is and its stupid good synergy with Arc 3.0. And in PvP, it's not to be slept on. I usually like to run around in circles for a minute to build up a full charge. That way when I get into an engagement, I already had more range and the chance to blind anyone near the guardian I just killed. Dude, what is up with Arc getting all the good primary exotics? They have Risk Runner, Trinity Ghoul, and Centrifuge. Time for number 2. Number 2, Monte Carlo. I'm biased. Monte Carlo is my favorite exotic. Look, I know the Monte Carlo is only good if you're running a melee build, but that's literally the whole point. It's a melee exotic and it's damn good at it. The Monte Carlo gives you 2% melee energy every single time you hit an enemy with a bullet, which means one magazine will grant you 20% melee energy, and then you have a 25% chance to reset your melee cooldown with every single kill. What more could you ask? If you've ever ran a melee-centric build, I can go ahead and tell you've used this gun and you've loved it. But then again, I don't think I've ever seen someone who doesn't like Monte Carlo. And if you are one of the very few people who don't like it, it's probably because you haven't tried it since its catalyst came out, and you need to. Because you finally get to use the bayonet, and you can chain melees back to back to back, because they deal so much damage, and they give you all 5 stacks instantly. Titans, please give this a try with Syntheseps or Worm God right now. It's just too good. Now it's time for number 1. Number 1, Quicksilver Storm. Absolutely no one is surprised. The Quicksilver Storm has been dominant since its introduction right before Lightfall came out, and it really set the new standard. Then they decided to drop a catalyst for it, making it strand, and oh fuck. Look at his drip, his shine, his pure finesse. That motherfucker got that shit on. It just hits so hard naturally, and then every few bullets you get a micro rocket. And after landing a few of these rockets, you get an alternate fire to launch a grenade that does insane amounts of damage in PvE. If you've ever used a Quicksilver, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say this gun is the pinnacle of Destiny exotics. It is easily a top 3 primary in PvE and is a 100 stability laser in PvP. The Quicksilver Storm is the best auto rifle in Destiny. I want to really quick thank every single one of you who filled out my poll and continue to support me every single week. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. See ya!